moons that do different things. Some of them work inside under the construction. They can pass through the structure to anything solid. They can become one with the material and pass through it and go under it and work from the inside doing different tasks. This moon is a crust. It's a hollow deal inside, as every single one of them are. See, when you look at this geometry, then you start, once you understand that this is the sculptures of hands is the main shape, then you start seeing other things. And you start seeing tubes and veins and things that, well, why would they do that? Well, probably to carry out energy, and these moons have some other purposes. It's not just for decoration. No, man, this is used. These are things, machines. All of these are machines. All of them. They're hollowed out, and inside they have tools that work in ways that we have zero clue, and the aliens don't have any freaking clue, because this technology is 30 civilization type 30 and above, God's corner, as Dr. Bergeron called it. This is something that nobody can. I haven't heard a single freaking UFO expert explaining anything like this. Nothing. And many of them have read Dr. Bergeron's book. I don't know if they have, but I don't think they understand anything. It took me 3 times reading that book to finally catch exactly what he was talking about, because he did some drawing based on data from the orbiter, the Voyager, and other orbiters. He found pictures, insane pictures like that, astronaut imitation. Why would you do something like that? It's only to scare and to open the mind of the other astronauts that were there. God showed them that, say, hey, God, or the consciousness that controls all of this. We call it God. Probably something else. But it's like a God. Well, see, look, this thing also creates the illusion of an eye. Look at this. The shadow that it projects under it, it creates this illusion. Look, when you see from far away, you see an eye with an eyebrow. It's incredible. I mean, and then when you see the whole thing from a certain distance, then you see a nose and a face. What it resembles a face or an eye. When you get closer, then you see that none of that is true. It's only to open your mind. See? Then you realize that the so-called eye wasn't any freaking eye at all. It was just a construction. There's fingers, made with fingers. Look, the pupil is always made with a gap or a wall in an angle that blocks the light. It creates a shadow. See, look, there's a finger, there's another finger. And see, right there is what it looked like an eye from far away. Look, it looks like an eye. And you see that this wall is cut in an angle too. So imagine how badass those vehicles are, those EMVs. Then you have the EMV that appear in the sky and do a trick, but that's only a display. That's what I'm saying. People don't understand what I'm saying when I say that those are displays. They think that's just a banner or some shit like that. Oh, wow. No, those are, the purpose of that is to open the mind, to make you think to instigate your mind, you know, the, to stimulate your thinking process, really. You see, this thing is three-dimensional, man. It's deep. Look at that. It's all like a lattice. See, you see the. Let me change the color. You can see that shit. Look, it's all like that, like steps. And then look, when you see this also is this way, it's totally three-dimensional. See, you see the steps, and then you see angles and all of that. When you really realize and you get the picture, you say, oh wow, that's a hand this way, it's the same hand that way, and it's another hand, and that makes a bigger hand, and the hand is even bigger, and it's translucent on top of that. I mean, it's just incredible. It is incredible. And that's only one frame. Imagine. That's how long I spent explaining this thing in one frame. So you see this down here, you say, oh, but those are buildings. Yes, they are. No, they're not. They're the same exact thing. See, look at the angles. It's all to make hands. It's all the same exact thing. It had cuts. It's three-dimensional. That's what it looked like that. So it creates the illusion of a freaking city or a base or whatever. But also they have some temples, what it looked like temples. Moonram 1952 made some works that, wow, man, I wish that dude was still around. I don't know if he later transferred into the other name, RC Pro, whatever. The one that did the Phobos moon and the other, the Mars phase, and he did several other ones. And on the moon. Well, he thought that was alien. And when I left several, when I realized, because I thought the same thing, when I realized what this is, I don't know, I guess the guy really got depressed or something. He took all his work down. I wrote him and said, man, this, he left a comment in one of my videos, but he only said like 2 words, good work. He said, but I replied to him, I told him, look, man, I was wrong for like 15 years. I explained to him why I know now that none of this has anything to do with aliens. Maybe that changed his mind and said, man, all my work is wrong. No, the work is good. It's just the conclusions are wrong, like mine was. I got a lot of videos saying that it was reptilian and it was alien and blah, blah, blah. I was just wrong, plain wrong. I've been trying to correct that, you know, but I have posted so many videos. I think I'm going through over 4,000 videos. But I was wrong. I mean, like I say, life is a learning curve. That is true. You learn. If you're not willing to admit that you made mistakes, then who are you then? A narcissistic ass that could never be. That's the same problem with the guys that wrote books, biology books, and you know, all these old books. archaeology books, or then now they're discovering that there are things that make no sense according to what they wrote. It doesn't fit in their scheme. So their conclusion were not right. So if you're not willing to correct that, you are a problem. You become a freaking problem, a disinformation source. You start sending the wrong thing and continue. You're not willing to change that. The same thing I ran out with that dude from Mars Anomaly Research.com, JP Skipper. I told him that the several things that he said there were not, when you enlarge the image, you look at it closer and methodically, you know, there ain't no frozen cascade like you say. No, that's a structure, that's a sculpture. Now I know it's a sculpture, but back then I thought that wasn't any frozen water that looked to me like a structure. It was a structure and it was worked. I mean, a waterfall that is frozen in time. My God. And it has all these specific geometry on it. So no, that water, that's not even water. That's a material that is being designed like that, to look like that from far away. When you get closer, then you see the exact same thing like you see here. See, you see a square, a rectangular deals, and well, those are fingernails, mostly. Those are hands, and the hands start from the tiny, and the tiny make a little bigger ones, and then they're bigger and bigger, and when you realize the whole thing is an enormous hand. Well, you have to be willing to accept that you know, we made mistakes. I mean, we're not perfect. So look at this enormous thumb right here. Look at the fingernail. If it goes like that, it's bigger. Oops. Right there. It makes one thumb, but it's two of them or three. It has several faces. So look. But really, it's a one enormous, but it's subdivided into other ones. In fact, it's a hand inside that, like that. 4 fingers and the thumb right here. That's one hand. But see, that's how I start encountering on this almost impossible to explain. And then you see another thumb that is part of another hand. It's made with such a perfection that it will leave you baffled. It will leave you with your mouth open. Ah, wow. Yeah, because that's, like I say, only a God-like consciousness can create something that perfect, with 0 mistakes. That's what I also say, that this must be like child play for this object to create all of this with no effort. 0 effort, and it's perfect. See, look, right here, you see the silhouette of a hand, right there. Look. No problem. One, 2, 3, 4 fingers. Look. I did a shitty outline, but that's the